What's up, guys? This is Corey with Pass Priority, and today we have Mr. Scott Reese, who got top 4 at the Knoxville Regional today. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great. This is the very first time I've got a top at an event like this. I'm really happy, really proud, really excited to share what I played today.
We're stoked to see the deck list. Let's go ahead and get into it when you're ready.
All right, so I played Vanquish Soul K9, and this is a deck I have loved ever since it came out in Wild Survivors. I've been dedicated to this deck for a long time, and it's finally really paid off here.
Yes,
so
sir.
We'll start with the basics. Of course, 3 Rosin, 3 Jiaolong. These are the engine fires. In my opinion, you really can't afford to go any less than 3 Jiaolong. And thank you, John Konami, for the, I sent a check in the mail to get this guy back at 3.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. Pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy there. Now, that said, I do stick by 2 Borger over 1. In a lot of Vanquish Soul K9 lists, they cut down to 1 Borger. I'm a big believer in Borger. I think there's a lot of imperm targeted negations out there. Heck, I even got hit with a Mourner today.
That's
and
crazy.
If you tag out a Vanquish Soul, you're probably going to win that game. Because
I will say this is definitely uncommon. Most of the lists you see topping right now are on the 1 Burger, 1 Caesar, so very unique, very cool.
I've been a big Borger believer since it came out. I have made many a locals rage when they get burned for 50.
Incredible.
And then the Earths. I'm playing the 1 Holly Sue, of course, and 1 Caesar Valius.
No Pantera.
No Pantera. Look, Pantera's washed. Pantera is, she's a fraud.
Absolutely.
But the Sue's the queen.
Awesome.
Of course, for the Vanquish Soul spells, you play the 3 stake and the 1 start. Once again, John Konami, thank you. I'm glad you got my check. And I do main deck the trap.
Also, maybe contentious recently. Even myself, I wasn't maining it recently. I put it back in today. How do you feel about main deck trap?
So the thing about main deck trap is it is a kind of slow way to unbrick yourself, but more importantly, this in a lot of cases secures your board against a lot of different kinds of interruption. When you sit on this on your opponent's turn, you have control of the board.
Yeah.
They have to force this, or they're going to get deep in their lines, you're going to flip this, and you're going to win the game.
Yeah.
It is an extraordinarily powerful card. Just about any time that this came up, I won the game.
Did you ever draw it going second and been like, I wish this wasn't in my deck?
Actually, today, no, not at all.
That's
I
awesome.
never drew it going second.
Incredible.
I did draw it a couple times going first, hard draw, and I won those games.
Awesome. Good deal.
Big believer in that. So that's the core Vanquish Soul engine.
Okay.
Now we're going to move on to K9.
All right.
Pick some of these up and hit the K9s. So, of course, you have my favorite cop.
Ooh, shiny.
So, this is a little bit contentious. Some lists play 2, some lists play 1. I feel with as much branded Draco Tail as I played today, that playing 2 was the correct move.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would always stick by 2 Lupus. However, as long as branded Draco Tail is popular, if you can just hard summon this, if this lands on the board, you can secure a win against branded Draco.
Did you bait any Ash Blossoms on Azuna where you had the Lupus in hand today?
Not only at a pace tournament yesterday, but also today. It did come up. They tried to stop the Azuna. I said, great, chain Lupus.
Yeah.
They felt so bad.
Yep.
I mean, it is just a feel as bad thing if you try to stop this and then it's inevitable.
It is inevitable.
It does suck sometimes, it's not a great draw. I mean, in part, I lost in, the finals because I did draw a Lupus, and it's like, he didn't activate anything. But it was a risk I was willing to take to secure the Branded Draco Tail matchup, because I did play Branded Draco Tail at least, 3 times today.
Yeah. Okay.
Next up, 1 Naroi, 1 Jokul, 2 Lantern.
Okay, 1 Naroi.
So, for me, this is a Vanquish Soul deck, above all else, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's why I'm on 1 Naroi. If you are more of a K9 duelist, feel free to bump this up. It is an unbelievably broken card. Konami, this probably needs to go. Because if you look at your opponent's hand, you're pretty much going to win the game.
Yeah.
However, even though that is really strong, if you play too many of these with your Vanquish Soul names, you will draw too many normal summons, and you will die to just all kinds of random stuff. I don't like having to debate whether I normal summon Rosin or normal summon this. So I lean towards Rosin. I'm a Vanquish Soul player at heart. This is a supplementary engine to me.
Makes sense.
So, Jokul, 2 Lantern. 2 Lantern allows you to do a lot of additional combos and get extra bodies on board. It's very strong. There were some times where Lantern was what was keeping me in the game.
Yeah.
This is an unbelievable grind tool to just keep bringing back K9 bodies, to keep swinging. If anything, when I get to the extra deck, I'm going to talk about some of the changes I might make to some K9 ratios, because this card, if you played it 2, you kind of want more 5s in your extra deck than necessarily I might even be playing.
I could see that.
So,
I could see that. Plus, it's a dark.
We
love darks.
We
love
darks.
revealing them.
And Jokel's broken. I mean, that's why it's okay. And of course, we played the Force Release and the case for K9. This is obvious. I did think about playing Release Restraint, and I want to test a little bit more with the Release Restraint because it is an extremely flexible card, very strong. It does feel really bad to draw any of the K9 quick plays when you're going second, but I think having the flexibility of maybe pivoting between this and Release Restraint could be something that I explore in the future.
Yeah. In the Typhoon matchup, it's probably nice because you don't have to worry about getting popped in draw phase. But...
And then I played 1 Chaotic Elements among various non-engine that I'm going to kind of get to. But this is really a K9 card because it just gets to, Lantern and Jokel.
Right.
The bonus effect never came up. It still has not come up. It's very funny if it does when you steal your
There
bonus.
was a Rizio player present today.
Did not see him. I would have loved to steal his detonator. Would have been really funny. But, it just gets to really usually Jokel to unbrick your hand. I do like playing one just because it is nice. It feels really bad to draw though.
Yeah.
As far as like other non-engine, they have this channel's signature card, my signature
This is true.
card.
This is actually the past priority mascot. Is Dimensional Shifter. Yep.
And I was the one who transferred my power to Corey when he did his incredible moment on stream, because I am known at locals as, well, formerly Mr. Shifter.
Yeah.
This card won me every single game that it came up today.
Yep.
It is a
Same
broken
here.
card, and this card, Konami, it is completely unfair.
Please, John Konami, ban Shifter.
In addition, I played 3 Ash, you need fires.
Yep.
I played 3 Fugalos, a Magnamut, and then a Call by and a Rhoda.
Interesting. So your main deck call by, main deck mag. Interesting.
So the Mag was kind of the 40th card where I went back and forth on what this could be. I tried out the Release Restraint. I tried out an extra Chaotic Elements. I tried out a lot of stuff. I landed on just wanting a monster that was a dark attribute and got me some kind of advantage.
Yeah.
While all of Mag's applications did not come up today, Mag did come up a good bit in getting me Caesar in the end phase.
Yeah.
Just removing problem cards from the graveyard. However, there is another reason why you play this sometimes. When your opponent has less than 2 cards in their hand, and you have a K9 in your hand that you need to normal summon, this guy sometimes gets you there.
Oh, okay.
There was at least...
I guess that's true because you just tribute over him.
It didn't come up today, but there was a game at yesterday's case tournament where I summoned Mag and then tributed him to normal no rock.
I mean, yeah.
And that won me the game.
All right. Sweet. So good non-engine.
This is all pretty standard. That said, I did have a conversation with a VS player today talking about the possibility of cutting Rhoda.
Yeah.
Which I might try that out.
I've seen some lists not playing it. It's another card that can get flamed. It's another card that can get drolled.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the real reason. I will die before I cut this card. This is another card that needs to go, Konami. Please. I've thought about main decking Perulia. We'll talk about that a little bit when we get to the side. I'll talk about the extra deck real quick.
Yep.
2 Rocket the Vanquisher. I really wish that I had room to play 3. I did get to a point today where I did wish I had the 3rd, but there really is just not room to play the 3rd. Not really.
Yeah. No.
SP, this saved me at least a couple times today. I actually think I only summoned Sir Yuja once.
Really?
It came up a lot more in yesterday's case tournament than it did today. It's still a really good card, but I never, but one game, did not find VS Engine. And in that one game where I did not find it, I couldn't have made it to this anyway.
Yeah.
So it just didn't come up. We'll talk about the Nash Knight package. Pulled that ulti yesterday.
Ooh, look at that.
Incredible ulti.
Yeah, the texture on it is insane.
I was actually not playing this yesterday. Yesterday I was playing the Silent Honor Art package, and I'm really glad I switched back because this card, it's completely unfair. There's no world where this should be summonable in a game of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Every game that this went off, I won.
Well, it's a 3K body. It says negate your effect, rip your hand, half your life.
Why does it do all that? Konami.
It didn't need that many effects.
It didn't need all of this. This is so stupid. But that said, after today, I would not take this out ever again. Just because, if for no reason other than the fact that in the Dracotail matchup, just having an extra spell trap pop to deny them a Rahu, to deny them a Ketu, to deny them a trap, it completely stifles them.
Yeah.
Every time that I summoned this, even more so than the negate. If I was playing Draco Tail, popping their spell trap, cut them off, and it was over.
All right.
Valen, Jax, Ripper. These three are the standard like 5s that you play. I've seen a few people experimenting with Quinquery. I might want to try that. However, what I'm kind of more inclined to do is potentially pivot into a second Ripper in place of Ripper M.
Okay, that is interesting that you're on the one Ripper, but you're choosing to do both of the boss monsters.
I did choose to do both of the boss monsters because I felt like there were a couple of cases where this might come up, where I might want to summon this over this.
Yeah.
Those did not come up yesterday or today across 13 matches of Yu-Gi-Oh!
So did you summon Ripper M at all?
Not once.
Not once. Okay,
This was the only card in the extra deck that did not get summoned. So I think it's got to go.
Yeah, that makes
I'm
sense.
strongly considering a second Ripper or a Quinquery.
So that's a change you would make right away, is you probably switch that for a Ripper
This
or
would
something
be a
else.
serious consideration. While I do like this card, and at the YCS, the 300th YCS in Richmond, I did win a game by bopping someone for double piercing damage with Jax under it.
Oof,
Very
yeah.
funny. That just doesn't come up enough. You usually don't need that level. I would consider playing Release Restraint, still not even playing this, I think.
Oh,
just
all right.
because I think there's other stuff you can pivot into. Of course, Werewolf. Werewolf is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I feel like second Ripper comes up for me a lot, so maybe that's the consideration. I don't know.
Second Ripper, something else. I got to try out something other than Ripper.
Heard.
The last couple of stuff is Zeus and Typhon. This is how you win Draco Tail.
Yes.
Every
time.
Every match but one with involving Draco Tail was won off the back of make Typhon on their turn with
Lupus.
With Lupus. Attack. Every single Draco Tail that I did this to, they all tried to flip something that targets, and I had to tell them, Lupus, untargetable.
Yeah.
And they
Can't
were
do
like, oh, and they had to bounce something else or pop something else or whatever. And then I go, pop, make Zeus, clear the board, win
And
the
then
game.
you just get to play freely.
You just play, yeah.
Nuts. Awesome. All right, well, let's
All
check
right,
out
so
the
let's talk
side.
out the side. So 3 Perulia. This is something I would consider maybe modifying the main deck to play in main deck, just because it's so strong right now. It is tough though, because there are some times where I want Fulos and not Perulia, or Perulia not Fulos.
Yeah.
So I do like having the side deck ability to kind of like swap them, but there are also a lot of matchups where I just want all 6. And while I did win a lot of die rolls today, I still feel like if I go second, having 6 Charmies in main deck might be nice. But this is just a card you have to play in your side or
Absolutely.
main. You got to make room for it somewhere. Played 2 Imperm and an Anti-Spell. I drew the Anti-Spell quite a lot between yesterday and today.
Yeah.
The Imperms did not really come up, but in one game at the case tournament yesterday, I actually did not end up siding these in at all today.
Really?
Not
Okay.
at all. I don't feel like they do what I want in the Draco
What did
Tail
you
matchup.
have them in the side for anyway? Was it
So-
Draco Tail?
It was a little, not so much Draco Tail, it was a little bit like, I wanted a generalist strong side card that was good going first or second, where if I ended up playing against a matchup where maybe I was a little less familiar, that I had a reliable negation to turn off like an effect I didn't want to go off. Alternatively, I also kind of liked it, I actually kind of like it in the mirror match, where if you negate a Rosin or a Madlove and they don't have the answer, which a lot of people don't because they're only playing the one board, they're only playing the one Caesar.
You have the answers.
Then I have
They
the
don't.
answer. Right, I have the answer,
Yeah.
they don't. I dodged Imperms today. I dodged like targeting effects. Other people didn't. I never ended up seeing this. I didn't really set it in, I don't think, but maybe once, and it didn't really come up. I didn't miss it. This card though, please make, Konami. Come on. I hate this card so much. I hate playing
Get
it.
rid of it.
Please
Get rid of
kill
it.
this card.
Please. Please.
It happened to me, okay? I'm playing
Literally,
the victim.
he's right
I'm
here.
the victim.
He was
I'm
a
the
victim.
victim.
He was a victim.
I anti-spelled this guy.
Bro, we can't be showing the victims in the video. That's
Dude.
crazy.
I know, I've got an actual anti-spell body count. Please.
Jeez.
Hate this freaking card, dude.
I know.
It wins lots of games, though. You should play it.
Yeah, you should play it until they ban it.
How to win the Draco Tail matchup.
Yep. 3 more copies of Shifter.
It's Shifter Jr. It's Shifter,
No contact C?
thought about it.
Did you actually? That's fine.
But Retaliating C, it just destroys the Draco Tail matchup. Whether it's Branded Fusion, Rahu Draco Tail, whatever. You chain this, They lose so much value. They lose so many resources. It came up a good amount today.
Nice.
I was able to blast a lot of Draco Tail players with this, and that was just it. Go Spell. I love this card, but I didn't draw her even once.
Oof.
Just never saw her. I sided her in a lot. Never saw her.
Would you consider her in the main in the future? I know
That's
we
that's
kind of talked about it earlier.
I actually am kind of considering the main, maybe 2, maybe 3. We'll see.
Yeah.
I do really like this card a lot. I just didn't play any Radiant Typhoon today.
Really?
So it didn't, like me not seeing it didn't matter as much. I did cite it in a couple of times, never saw it, but this was mainly in here to just like delete Crocea.
Yeah.
I need to stop that card from resolving, and it also has some other utility. I will say I do wish I had maybe cited in more of these against the Yummy Fiendsmith player I lost to. But I'm a big believer in this card, main or side. I never saw it today. You know what else I never saw?
Droll Lockbird.
Droll Lockbird.
The death knell of this deck.
Yeah. I think I saw it actually one time.
Yeah.
And it did help, but most of the time when I cited it, I just never saw it.
It's unfortunate, man.
Really, I'm going to be honest. The main deck was just so strong. I never felt like I really needed to see a lot of side other than the Retaliating Seas and the Perulias.
Yeah.
Like, those were the ones that I saw the most, and they were the most impactful. Droll just didn't come up a lot for me, and I didn't get Droll really at all today.
Which is insane,
Which
by
is
the
crazy.
way. I'll say, like, I got drolled a couple times, and it felt real bad. I drolled a couple times, and it felt really mid. So, like, maybe it was a blessing in disguise that you just didn't see it today.
You know, it's just an unbelievably strong card, you know, but it just didn't come up a lot. Really, today I was playing a lot out of my main deck, a lot out of Retaliating Sea, and a lot out of, just Alternate Perulia.
Yeah.
And then the last thing aside, one copy of Mogmal. Because we got a Mog on our opponent.
Absolutely.
And that's the
Incredibly
deck.
based. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the deck profile. Again, 3rd place. Congratulations on your first top here at a regional. That's amazing. Do you want to give any shout outs or anything else you want to say before we go?
Last thing I'll say is I'll shout out Chattanooga Yu-Gi-Oh! I have been playing
Panda, some chat
We
Yu-Gi-Oh!
got some chat
peeps.
Yu-Gi-Oh! players here. I could not have asked for a better community to test with, to play with, to be friends with. Just going out to dinner get Thai food with. Just a lot of people that I really value. Corey and James rode with us, drove me here today, and really thankful for them. I want to shout out 2 things. One, if you are interested at all in seeing anything from me, I do run a pretty big Facebook page for Pokemon. Find Metagross on Facebook.
He is literally Metagross.
Apart from that, I also want to shout out my gaming club. I'm a teacher, and I run a little gaming club for students in high school, and we play Yu-Gi-Oh! We have a decent number of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. I'm really thankful for them, just because they've really helped me keep up my passion for the game.
Yeah.
And
It's awesome because, like, our locals is kind of just, like, filled with a lot of your students and previous students.
Former students, yeah. Like, a lot of students have graduated, and they still come to locals, still engage with the game, because no matter what with this game, it is all about the community and all about the people who play it. And, you know, if you are ever hesitant to go to locals or to play Yu-Gi-Oh! In paper, don't be. Because this is something that can enrich your life. It has enriched my life, and here I am now, topping my first regional with a deck that I love, with people that I love.
Yes, sir. Awesome. Well, great job, Scott. We'll catch you the next one. This is Corey with Past Priorities, signing out.